So this your song that you produce?
Yeah, the song I produce.
Okay. What's the process like? What's the process of like producing a song like this? Cause this mother certified. It's like a hit.
I appreciate it. On this one, it's like, I don't know, man. It's different how I make the tracks, but with this one, you know, I was actually making the track when I was in South by Southwest.
Okay.
And like the energy there is crazy already. You know what I'm saying? That was my second time there. You know, the energy was so nuts, man. So like, you know, I finished the record. You know, I let Derek and my manager here, Kareem, I let him hear it, and it was like, man, let's give it to Fat Pimp. Let's see what he can do with it. I was like, all right, cool, better. So we chopped it up with Fat Pimp. We sent him the record, and like he loved it off top. He was like, man, you got a concept by it? I was like, man, just go off the energy of the record. He was like, all right, cool. So he sent me back like a verse and like a little hook part, and like it was so long. I was like, man, I think the hook is too long, you know what I'm saying? But it was like that one little part that was in that verse. He was like, you know, try but Can't Stop Flexxin. It kind of like, you know, like in the cartoons, you get that light bulb.
Yeah.
Top of your head. That's what it was kind of like, man. Like as soon as I heard that part, I was like, man, that's it.
Yeah.
And Derek, he was like, man, yeah, that's it. Just play around with that. I said, all right, cool. So I took that piece, matched it up, and I started writing whatever, and record the verse, send it back to Fat Pimp. He sent it back to me, and that was a rap. So
like, cause I remember hearing about Fat Pimp, like Fat Pimp. Yeah, I'm thinking Fat Bastard. My bad. Cause of Maserati. And
right.
So,
right.
like, was it like y'all already had a relationship, or you just like reached out to him?
Well, the thing is, like, I met him through through Derek.
Gotcha.
Derek is the CEO of Loud Music.
Okay.
Live Out Your Dreams.
Live Out Your Dreams.
And before we actually had that relationship, and before I can just like, hey, let me sing this record, see what you feel about it.
Yeah.
We had booked a studio session. It was in Houston.
Okay.
He was out here, you know, doing a little promotion, whatever. And Derek was like, would you get in the studio with Pimp? I was like, man, yeah.
Oh, that's real. Yeah.
I said, yeah. I said, let's do it. So we got that set up. And like before he even walked in, you know, like with me, I always get there like maybe like an hour or 30 minutes early for the session, just to have a good energy and just, you know, have stuff just in place.
Yeah.
Had the music going. So as soon as he walked in, I had the music blasting.
Yeah.
Like the energy. As soon as he walked in, dude, it was like it was work already. Like as soon as he walked in, he was like just going over, he was like mumbling some stuff. I went to him, you know, dabbed him up. And we was like just exchanging ideas on that one track, and that one track we recorded that record, and we just like kept knocking stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we knocked out maybe like 3 records that night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like that relationship right there kind of built right then and there. So like when I saw him in South by Southwest, it was like a no-brainer. I told him, look, man, I got this record. He's like, man, send it over. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all Is this like going on something like this? Like those 3 tracks gonna go on something?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. I still got it in the vault, you know.
Yeah.
He still got it in the vault, you know.
Okay. What about this one specific? This is just like a single, or you
yeah. Can't Stop Flexxin. Yeah, this is a single right here.
Single. Okay.
This is my the lead single to my EP that's coming out in March.
Oh, you got an EP.
Right.
Man,
EP coming out.
Tell me about that, cause I see like a lot of people going EP now.
I mean, like, this is something like I really wanted to do an album, but I was like, you know, let me give them a little appetizer
there you go.
Who I am first.
Yeah.
Before I just start giving them, you know, just start feeding them with a bunch of music. Cause I mean, I got a gang of music. I got not just like, you know, on some rap stuff,
right? But
just on some, you know, I got some, you know, R&B cuts on there, some soul, alternative.
Oh, so like you singing and rapping?
Singing, like, rapping.
Are you drinking it or like?
No, I wouldn't call it drinking. You know, I'm from the era where, you know, Pharrell.
Okay.
You know, Star Trek, around that era. You know, like the NERD.
Yeah, that's kind of inspiration to have.
Right.
Them, like Timberland and all them.
Oh yeah, man. That's one of the reasons why I started making music, man.
Yeah.
From the jump, it was the Chronic.
Okay.
Dr. Dre.
92 or 92, 93?
92, 93, yeah.
Okay.
It was the Chronic, man. Like when the Chronic came out, that changed my life, man. Like as far as what I wanted to do in my life, I wanted to make music.
Yeah.
You know, my main thing, I was like, you know, how did they put this together? You know what I'm
man,
so,
they did some amazing stuff on that. They like Dre revolutionizes music. Like when he comes out with an album,
and to this day, he still do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, after the new album he got, the Compton, bro, I had to literally stop doing music for like a week.
For real.
Because I was like drawn to the quality but at the same time, it really taught me how to, you know, send out quality music, real, you know, sonically, good, you know, catching ear, you know, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that really taught me something too. So I had to take a step back a little bit and be like, you know what? Let me do some fine tweaking to my EP before I just let it out. Cause like, you know, this is like this is really like my first representation of who I am to the world. So I gotta do it in a big way, you know.
Gotcha. So like, so I mean, are you inspired by these guys so much where like you're behind the boards, behind the microphone?
Man, I do everything.
The whole shebang?
Yeah, I do everything. And it's not like cause I want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just something that I just love to do. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, I've been given the gift to do it well. You know,
got like a high appreciation for it.
Oh man, just off the top, like I'm a lover of the sounds. Like, you know, just not no standard sounds. Like I always like to tweak sounds. Like I don't want it to sound like, you know, the regular preset sound.
Right.
So I try to tweak it, EQ it, you know, throw some reverb, reverse it, you know, just play with it, just, you know, just so I can make it my own. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you being from Houston, like, are you like the artist that's like, I'm gonna come down, north side, switch a house, south side, screwed up click?
No, I mean like, no, I mean like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I came into Houston when, you know, like I came in 95, 96, so I came right when, you know, everything was just at its start, when it was popping off.
Yeah.
The screw just like start popping off, you know?
Yeah.
And at the time, like, you know, I was in California before I came here.
Okay.
I came here in 95, 96.
What part?
Sacramento.
Okay.
So I came here, like, you know, it was almost like a culture, you know, culture shock, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what screw music was. I didn't know what, you know, people start calling me, "What's up, dog?" You know what? Like,
what up, dog?
Yeah, you know what I'm like, what?
That's
so, but at the same time, you know, I absorbed it and I liked it.
Yeah.
So with the music that I was already liking, like, you know, the Dre's, and, you know, I grew up, you know, Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah.
You know, some of my dad's favorite, James Brown. You know, the OJ. You know, so I automatically put all that into the pot, and I just make the music that I love to do.
Gotcha.
The music that I love to hear, you know.
So what's some stuff we should be expecting to hear? Like some topics covered, some messages, or you just turn it up?
It starts off. The EP starts off with a song I got. It's called Giant.
Okay.
It's basically kind of like the David and Goliath feel to it.
Okay.
You know, because like, you know, just dealing with stuff in life. You know, like your fears, the stuff you want to conquer. You know, your dreams in life. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna be hard to face. You know what I'm saying? So my message, you know, not just with this EP, but just with my message that, you know, as myself, as a brand, you have to overcome your fears. Like you have to, you know, cut it by the head, man. It's like you can't just, you know, fight it and just like, you know, beat it down. You gotta kill it from the head, man. That's where it starts off from.
Straight up.
So like once you conquer that, and once you cut off your fears, like it's open to a whole nother lane of the things that's, you know, really the possibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can never be afraid of the possibilities of what can happen. You know what I'm saying?
What's some fears and other stuff you had to overcome?
Oh man, just a lot of them, but just the name one. Just I guess, you know, like growing up, I felt like I was different. You know, like I was into like different type of music. You know, I was into like the Nirvana, Teen Spirit.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, that's one of my favorite songs.
That's the joint,
you know,
bro.
And then like once it was funny because my sister used to make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, listen to them white boy songs.
Yep.
And I was like, man, I like it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess my fear is like, well, should I, you know, like the music, and should I do music like that, or should I just, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna blend it together. I'm gonna put all that stuff that I like and make it my own.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
That's what's up.
Just being accepted, I guess, is
There's a story that you shared about one of the songs you made and the process that you had going into it. And it's kind of similar to mine, you know, like just overcoming like the loss of a job and you know, being a creative artist. Like there's so many things I want to ask on this, but being a creative artist, like working a job, trying to balance like working and creativity, and then also like having to get over the fact that like, dang, I lost my source of income, and then you married too on top of that, right?
Yeah.
So like
with kids, bro.
And with kids too. So like, man, what like your mindset at that moment, man? What was going on in your mind? Man,
at that time when, you know, when I lost that job, and the thing about it was a good job too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was making pretty good money. And just the fact that, you know, you just lost that. So it's like, you know, like the time when I lost it, I was just like riding around. Like I got laid off maybe like it was like 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was working overnight.
Right.
I'm just riding around like, man, like like, what am I telling my wife? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know, I'm really like just taking it all in. I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, man, you know what? I just need to go home, you know, tell baby girl, look, this is what happened. You know, I went home, told her the situation. And like the shocking thing, you know, usually like you would think somebody would be like, oh, what we gonna do? You know, your wife or your girlfriend, whatever.
Right.
Like, oh, what we gonna do? You know, they really worried, you know what I'm saying? Man, she like told me, she was like, man, hey, you have faith? And I was like, yeah, I got faith, yeah.
That's real.
And she was like, then that's all you need to worry about. So right there, like that was already motivation right there. Like that took it to a whole nother level, man. I was like, all right, cool. I said, all right. So that morning, I went to the studio, man. It was like it was funny because I was the only person in the studio at the time. Like usually I have like, you know, Derek be there or you know like it be, you know, somebody else to be chilling in the studio. But I was there by myself, so I got to, you know, absorb, you know, the energy of what just happened, and just, you know what, I'm finna overcome this, man. So it's like, you know, I'm going through tracks, I'm going through beats, and I came across this beat. That's you know, that's the Victory record. I came across that record, and it had it was so much triumph in that record. I was like, man, this sounds like a victory. So it's like, you know what, I already have this victory. Like the victory is already done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So went in there, spazzed out, didn't write it, no nothing, man.
Oh,
like,
so that's
like I ain't gonna lie, like tears was shed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to stop for a second and go back in there. But yeah, it was like I went in there and just showed my true emotions. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it goes to show you too, when we released the record, man, I was getting emails, like people saying that, man, I've been through the same situation. Yeah. Like, man, it's like this song really helped me out. Yeah. I got another job now, you know, all this and that. I was like, man, like not knowing that song was not only just for me, it helped me, but it helped other people along the way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That really showed me, like, you know what, music really is bigger than just what I have inside me. Yeah. So that, you know, that motivated me off top, man. Not with just, you know, the songs that I want to, you know, just help me out personally, but other people are gonna get healed by these songs, man, you know.
See, that's cool, and that's what creativity does, man. Like you go through that moment, and like you already know as an artist, like for some reason as an artist, we know like we're not the only ones going through this. Right. But like you can take your anger out somewhere. You ain't gotta take it out on a person. Man. You know, you ain't gotta take it out on like just all these other things. You can just take it out on the canvas or on a beat.
It's a good venting tool, man. Yeah. It really is, and at the same time, it's artistic. Yeah. It can be taken in so, you know, many different ways. That's how art is. Okay. Like some person might take it that way, another person might see something totally different. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what art is. That's what music is. Absolutely. You know, even if it's a turn up song like Can't Stop Flexxin. Yeah. Can't Stop Flexxin to me is motivation too. Absolutely. You know, it's like I wake up to the record, like, you know, it's my record, but I still wake up to it and start my day off. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like it's motivation on the record.
And then you can play it in the car with the factory beat and like that mug gets you going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We almost wrecked. Hey. Almost ran a couple red lights. Hey, you seen I ain't saying that. I ain't saying, oh, okay, this nigga been killing us. But
I slow down a little bit.
So we gonna die tonight, but I was like,
right. Babe, but we're gonna die flexing though.
There we go.
So man, now like getting back to the EP, so you go from overcoming. I mean, that's sound like the story, but you might, you know, it might be more than that. Yeah. But so you go from overcoming to
just living life.
Living life.
Yeah, just living to the fullest. You know, a lot of people are afraid to go for their dreams, man. It's like, why be afraid? Like, dude, you have one life to live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like I put, like the song Victor, like I put all my trust in this one job because it was a good job. Yeah. You can lose it. You know what I'm saying? So why not go for what you love to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have one life to live, man. Yeah. It's like, why not do what you love to do? Why not?
That was my thing. Like when I lost my job almost 2 years ago now, man, it was just like, you know what though? You're pursuing something else. So that job wasn't even the end all be all for you.
Man. And I don't mean to get like, you know, spiritual with it, but yeah, just like you said, like that job wasn't for you. That was just a stepping stone to something that's better for you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for that loss, I wouldn't have had like a record called Victory. I would have had the confidence that I have now. You know what I'm saying? It's like something bigger group, something bigger built up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. So like you just David Goliath. Yeah. Can we make that term up? Can we use that?
you got it.
We Davided Goliath.
There you go. I'm gonna copyright that thing. You know what I'm saying? David Goliath did.
You know, just you know, I just want to once again get. You know,
there you go. Hey man, you good with all type of ideas. Straight up.
Man, so let's go more into the EP. Like, I don't want you to give everything away unless you want to. Is it gonna be like something for sale? You gonna put on iTunes?
Yeah, it's gonna be on iTunes. You know, Tidal.
Okay. Are y'all on Tidal?
Yeah, we on Tidal.
Y'all legit.
Yeah. Apple Music.
Yeah. Derek doing his thing, huh?
Man, Derek is doing his thing, bro. Like, man, in this industry, in this game, you have to have a good team. You have to have a team that just believe in you no matter what. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Derek didn't know me from nothing, man. And then, like, when we actually, like, talked, he sat down, he heard my music, he heard, like, what I want to do with it. Yeah. And, like, he just, like, totally understood. Like, he got it. He got the vision. He got it. He was like, man. And it's rare that you find people that knows your vision and can see your vision. And at the same time, give you ideas to, you know, just to build it up even more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, that's a blessing in itself. Yeah. So it's like you have to have ultimately a good team, man. You have to. Definitely. You have to.
Man, so how did that whole thing link up? Like you and Derek?
Me and Derek, we met before we even, you know, got sat down and talked about the label, or whatever. He used to do like club promotion. Okay. And that's the way to start. Yeah. And he did a couple spots with with his group I used to produce. Okay. Star Skywalker. MC Ticket, there was a Clark Boys back in the day. Gotcha. They used to DJ MC at some clubs, and I used to just go out, you know, just to, you know, party up, you know, show some love, whatever. And I would always see Derek, like everywhere I go, I'm like, man, like who is this? Like I would always see him. So it was kind of funny. Like I was on the job one day, I was picking up the kids from school, and I see him. I was like, dog, I keep seeing this dude. Like, why I keep on seeing him? So another time, I went to the studio. It was Willie D studio at the time. I was working in there. Yeah. He just walked in. I was like, dude, man, who are you? I was like, dude, who are you, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you keep on following me. I'm like, what's up? So we got to chopping it up, you know, and, you know, I played him some of my music. At that time, I was just like mainly just a producer. That was it. Right. You know, I had, you know, visions to be an artist, you know, but my main thing was being a producer. Okay. So I played him a couple beats, you know, this and that. Like he liked him. He was like, man, it's like, what you doing with him? You know, I told him, you know, what I was doing. And then he's like, you know, what else you got? I was like, man, should I play him my songs? I was like, man, I played him some of the songs. He was like, dude, what are you doing with these records? I was like, man, look, some of them are just for demos, you know. I present to artists, whatever. He's like, man, you need to be an artist, dog. He's like, you need to put this together. Yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So we started going to the studio on a daily, like every day, man, just mashing out songs. And he was like, he just had this idea. He was like, man, let's do a label. I don't think it's, you know, there's a label out there in Houston or even out there that has something that we have. Yeah. So I was like, man, let's do it. It was like just like that. He was like, let's just do it. All right, cool, let's go. That's what's up.
Yeah. So y'all founded it together.
Right. Yeah. That's tight. Yeah.
So are you involved with the label still like that, or are you just artists?
Both. Okay. Both. Yeah. Just, you know, more of an artist aspect though. Gotcha. You know, but as far as like artist development, when we get artists, you know, I produce for them, write songs, you know, I'm just there. Yeah.
Speaking of producing, man, what's some of your credits?
I got Dope Easy, Nipsey Hussle. Okay. Tom P, she's a local artist out here. Okay. R. Kelly, produced for
Kel, the Pied Piper.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna talk about him too much, but the Pied Piper. Yeah, like you got to meet him, or like?
I didn't get to meet him.
Okay.
I didn't get to meet him, not yet, but yeah. Send out records to him through Derek, man. You know, through Derek. Send records to him, and
what's the track?
It hasn't came out yet. Still in the vault. Like, it's so bad. I haven't heard the final project of it. I haven't heard the final product of it. Gotcha. But like just to hear him on, you know, my record is like, dude, man, R. Kelly, you know, that's R. Kelly.
Straight up. That's cool.
Yeah, you know, Lil Kiki, Slim Thug.
Keith. All right.
Yeah. Slim Thug. Killer Kelly on.
Okay. I seen Lil Kiki on there. Like that's my favorite Houston artist.
Yeah, and at the time that was my favorite too. Like as soon as I got here, you know, listen to Screw CDs, tapes. It was tapes then. Yeah. And I was like, man, Lil Kiki. I was like, man, he go hard. Yeah. You know, next thing you know, a couple years down, I'm in the studio with him like on a daily. Like I've been to his house. Like we chill, talk.
Oh, so y'all cool.
Oh yeah.
That's real.
He put me on game about, you know, the industry and everything, man. Like he really like kind of took me in.
Yeah.
You know, so it was pretty dope, man. Just to, you know, that was the first Houston artist I heard and just fell in love with his music and got to work with him. You know what I'm saying?
Now he take you under the wing.
It was pretty dope. Pretty dope.
And we all know Slim Thug get around. Slim Thug, it's like he work with any Houston artist he can get his hands on. Right, that's worth it. So
yeah, he's dope too, man.
Yeah. You know, that's the North Side boy, so I had to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Slim Thug is dope though, man. I like him. Yeah, I like him.
I remember seeing him. I went to a Jay-Z concert. Jay-Z and R. Kelly, as a matter of fact. And man, that dude was in the front row. And every time Jay-Z got on stage, he dapped that dude up. And I was like,
that's it.
He gonna make it. He gonna make it.
For sure.
So
man, it's like he got the you know, Star Trek.
Yeah.
That made it official, man.
I like. Man, like the first artist outside of Virginia on Star Trek, I believe was Slim Thug. So
yeah, he was.
That was big.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That was real big.
And when he came out, man, like him and Paul Wall and Mike Jones and even Chameleon there, and Lil Flip too, like them coming out for Houston, like for me, I was like, all right.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Yeah, we just fell off. And with that being said, man, I feel like people finna start gravitating back to Houston.
They have to.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna be a big part of that too, man.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like I'm gonna take all 100%. You know, I'm gonna take that in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to bring Houston back where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of talent, you know, in Houston, man. North side, all the way around. It's a lot of talent. Like it's real good talent out here, man. It's like I feel the need, like, you know what? We need to get back on this map, man, because a lot of people be overlooking Houston, man. Yeah. But at the same time, be biting our stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, you need to come home eventually.
For real,
you gotta come home.
I'm so with that, and like I got love for them doing that. Like, you know, the guys that's taking the stuff, but I'm like, man, y'all didn't go to Ponchos. Y'all didn't eat at what's the other ones?
Man,
is the Cucos? Those Cucos?
Those Cucos? What?
You know, y'all may have eaten at Timmy Chan's like on MLK, but you ain't go to Vance Memorial though.
Man, that's what I'm saying. But I do feel like Houston is gonna have its turn, and then we're gonna be like we gonna be there, bro.
Yeah, and we gotta stay this time, man.
We are gonna stay.
Yeah,
we are.
We got a lot of heat now. I mean, you know, like you said, you did something for Dope Beezy. That's one of the new up and coming guys out of H-Town.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So man, that's real, man. I'm glad we got somebody leading the pack.
Man, hey, got to, bro. We gotta put it back on the map, man. Yes, like I said, like a lot of people overlooking us, kind of like taking our styles, taking out, you know, and just like still like looking over us, man. It's like, hey, we gotta get tired of that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no more of that.
Absolutely. Nah. And then we'll come back and fix these roads too.
Right?
Man.
All this bumping we doing. Yeah.
I hope nobody gets a headache from watching this one.
Yeah, you know.
Man, so what's your where can we find you, like, you know?
Man, Twitter? You can find me Instagram official Tim Ned, Twitter at Tim Ned, Facebook Tim Ned, YouTube Tim Ned, loudmusic.com. Man, you can just Google me, man, Tim Ned. I'm gonna show up.
You gonna show up?
Yeah, you know, hit me up, man. I'm real cool. You can talk to me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be Hollywood with you.
Right.
You know, if you got good music, holler at me. If you need tracks, holler at me. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at me.
Definitely.
Tim Ned.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I appreciate you rolling with me.
Hey, man. I appreciate it, man. This dope, man.
I appreciate it, man.
This dope, man. It's gonna be something right here, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have it going, baby.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna have it rolling.
Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. Well, we rolling right now, but I am Marvel Jones. This is Tim Ned.
Yeah.
We got your boy in the back. This is the Cartoon Show. Peace out.
Try, but I can't stop flex. Try, but I can't stop flex. Try, but I can't stop flex. Try, but I can't stop flex.
Let's get it, let's spend it like we want the lotto. Only live for today, no guarantees, nobody's promised tomorrow. Sick than a got IB, old dead, dropping the IVs. And I walk in the club, I'm flexing on cats, got money on money, that's racks on racks like, it's Tim Ned to you, baby, you ain't know.